Welcome to Minnesota 4-H's 4 for 4 series. Here's how it works. A 4-H youth, that's me, asks 4 questions in 4 minutes to a 4-H alum about life and finding a career they love. My name is Aubrey, I'm from Carleton County, and I serve as a Minnesota 4-H state ambassador. Joining me today is Julie Tesch. She is the executive director of the Center for Rural Policy and Development. She's also a Minnesota 4-H alum. Hi, Julie. I'm glad to be here with you today.
Hey, Aubrey. Glad to be here today as well.
Our 4-minute clock is starting, so here we go. Question number 1. You've been involved with 4-H since you were pretty young. Who is one person that was important in your 4-H experience?
You know, I have a hard time narrowing it down to just one person, so I'm going to narrow it down to a group of people. I would say my club leaders. I am from Waseca County, and I was a member of the Waldorf Peppy Peppers 4-H club, and I had some really great club leaders, and they encouraged us to try new things. They're the ones who had us doing demonstrations and learning that public speaking, and they're the ones that really set that good foundation for 4-H. And then I would kind of also put in there in adult volunteers is our extension agents, extension educators. They're the ones that encouraged me to try new things when I did get older, when I was a teenager. And so they were just great. So I would just put it as one grouping of adult volunteers, and staff were my best people.
Question number 2. You've spent most of your career working as an advocate for agriculture and rural life. What part of 4-H best prepared you for this work?
Definitely becoming involved in the leadership project. You know, anywhere from being a club officer to a county officer. And then I was a state 4-H ambassador a long time ago, but that really helped form that base of leadership and that confidence, and showed me that I really do appreciate agriculture and I appreciate the rural way of life. And it taught me about advocacy. It taught me about teamwork. Being involved in those things also taught me about working with people and building relationships with people, which is so key.
Question number 3. I know you're still really connected to 4-H as a volunteer and supporter. How do you see the role of 4-H changing now and in the future?
You know, with COVID right now, I heard a quote the other day talking about don't waste a good crisis. And even though the pandemic is utterly awful, I think there are opportunities, and I think 4-H is doing a really good job of that. You know, I'm a product of a 4-H club that I love, but I think there's opportunities for other youth to get involved. And I think being online, you know, Minnesota 4-H has been doing a great job these last few months with the pandemic and getting more youth involved. And I think that's where our strength lies, is showing youth and showing parents all that they can do in 4-H. You don't have to be from a farm like I am or I was. You know, 4-H is for anyone. I used to be an extension educator actually a while ago, and I always told the kids, the 4-Hers or the youth that I was trying to recruit into 4-H, I'm like, I can promise you I can find you somewhere to fit into 4-H. And they would always be like, no, you can't. And I'm like, challenge accepted. And I always found a spot.
Question number 4. What advice do you have for youth who want to be advocates for a topic they're passionate about?
I would say take advantage of every opportunity you can. Even if you don't think it relates to your passion, if it's offered to you, figure out a way to take it up. A good example when I was in 4-H is there was this program called Twin Cities Live, and it was for 4-Hers to learn about urban living and urban life. And I just decided, I'm like, yeah, I want to know what it's like. And we visited Frogtown, we visited Phillips, we visited these cool different neighborhoods that I never would have had access to. Now, looking back, that was one of the great experiences I had, because I got to see firsthand, maybe just for a few hours, but to at least begin to understand how other people live. And so just open yourself up to possibilities, take advantage of opportunities, and ask a lot of questions. And don't be afraid to fail.
This has been so great, Julie. Thanks for inspiring me to be a passionate advocate. It's amazing that people like you are here to encourage 4-Hers like me. Have a great day.
Thanks so much, Aubrey.
This has been Minnesota 4-H 4 for 4. See you next time.